in that field. Got 35 in this field and 70. I got one field got 140 acres in it.
So this is what, maybe 2 weeks old?
About 2 weeks and 4 days.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. We've had a couple of people this year. The first year, one person told us that. Last year, a couple of people indicated that they could see better survivability or better grow off, so to speak, behind this transplanter than they can stuff they've used in the past.
75% better.
You think so?
I know so.
I tell you what.
And y'all calls y'all here, but I've told 1,000 people, you'll get a better stand. It puts the root in the ground better, and it packs the ground. In fact, I got a buddy of mine that I set 240 acres for him, and he completely quit setting and let me finish setting his box. And he said you can tell right to the road. But you can. That's the reason I bought one. And when I bought that, well, I bought two. And I turned around and bought two more within a week later.
Well,
I wanted a fifth one, but I couldn't get it with them. We tried to get a fifth one, but we couldn't get it. That was interesting. Last year, them 4 setters set 2,600 acres. This year I've set 19, 30, or 40, and I put one bearing in the coda blade.
I was going to ask you what
Never turned a boat.
Really?
Never touched it. Greased it, serviced it, washed it, and the little coda bearing went out last year.
Yeah.
And I had to get that. I think I had to end up going to Johnny Shepherd's. But the coda that rolls up front, that's the only thing that's ever been touched on the machines. Not a chain, tire, nothing. But I'd almost quit farming the barker if I had to go back to another setter. That ain't no joke.
Can we quote you on that?
Yes,
I got him right here.
Yes, sir. I'll tell this to the day they put me in the box. That's the only transplanter on the market. And I've set since I was 7 years old on a Holland planter with a clip. I mean, there probably ain't a man sitting on more barker than I have personally.
Right.
You know, that's the only way. Now, laning is good, don't get me wrong. It was the best until that there y'all come out.
Well, that's what we were told.
Yes, sir. But behind these setters, I've seen people have 4 or 5 people behind transplanters. You can put 2 people behind these, and really, if you got 8 good ones, you don't even need that.
He took some pictures yesterday of Tommy Castlow, who's got 3 8-rows. He just bought like one a year over 3 years, and I noticed behind each 8-row there was 2 people.
Yeah, you don't need it.
And they were right there keeping up with the tractor. They weren't.
I had
100 yards behind.
A plant, some a different variety was probably, I'd say probably about like this right here. And I had some that I was sitting with about like this. I had to adjust it back down, but it won't bury them. It'll just, any other planter would bury them and cover them up.
Okay.
And that's what I like about that. You can take a little plant and just tweak it a little bit and get it like you want it. And then you take a big plant and bury it like you want it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I can't explain to you how I mean, it's just, that there ain't nothing you can improve.
Well, it's especially exciting to hear someone like yourself, been doing since you were 7 years old,
Yes,
find
sir.
something that excites you.
Yeah.
I mean, if I said, I'm going to show you something in the tobacco transplant that's really going to blow your mind and excite you, a year or two ago you said, there ain't nothing can excite me about no tobacco plant.
No, and this is another thing. Before I got that planter, we had trouble about there'd be 30, 40 acres we had to walk over. You get a guy or girl sometime, it just ain't, when you got that many 58 people
Right.
in one field, it's hard to get that many settlers to get it just right. And you would have to walk behind a lane, but these right here, they would do it for you. If you could get it in that cut,
Right.
it'd take care of everything else. 120-some thousand hitting 4 million pounds. And I lay a lot of it at, you know, good man, but that transplanter, you know, if you got the stand, and that's what it's all about. Corn, cotton, wheat. If you don't have the stand, you ain't got it.
Uniformity.
It starts.
The weather can change it later
Yeah,
on,
that's right.
but if it don't start well, it can't end well.
Planting is the key. That what you're doing right here today when you set this tobacco out is 90% of everything. Corn, that's 90% of everything right then. Getting everything just right.
I got a lot of people that'll ask me about the speed of the machine. And I say, well, they can do this and that, but let's focus on the uniformity more than anything. And they'll come back later and say, yeah, you're right. I've taken speed out of the equation because they'll say, well, I've decided for everyone I have to peg, that might might live, might not
Might
live.
not.
He said, so I'd rather everything.
It'll never do as good as what that setter's gonna do.
Well, the reason I ask you, I did know, and I'm not a tobacco person. I grew up in Martin County around tobacco, handed by priming tobacco, breaking tobacco. I was never high enough on the totem pole to transplant tobacco. But I could tell in that first field we did, I went back to that field about 2-3 weeks later. It was back a little bit bigger than this. And I could tell in my mind where the C&M transplanter was, the tobacco just looked healthier than it did where the Lannon had planted. And look, that Lannon was up to 2 years old, so it was doing a decent job.
Well, I got one that's a year old. I sold it to my buddy that wants to. Well, I told him when I was joking with him. I said, when I carried him down there and set your barker, you know it's going to cost you some money. He said, I'll pay you whatever, it don't make no difference. I said, no, I ain't talking about that. You're going to want to buy a planter like this. And when he called me back, he said, I'm going to spend the money. I got to have one. That's what he told me. He said he had to have a planter. You mark it down, he'll buy a planter because he wants one. But he could told me that he could tell too, but you can't.